Hello. Okay, what I have here are two book readers. This is the old style. This is the exact same version I had when I was a kid. The one I had when I was a kid was green. It's the size of about 4 bricks and weighs about as much because it has a gigantic battery inside it. It uses old school cassettes. These are made at an extra slow speed, so when they play back, you have to slow the tape player down to play them. They're 4 sides, 4 tracks. I don't know how much time you can fit on each cassette, but every time you pop the cassette in, play it, it comes up, says turn the cassette over. You have to flip the side selector switch, flip the cassette over, keep playing, it plays on the other side of the cassette. 4 sides, you can fit 8 or 10 hours of play on about 4 cassettes, 5 cassettes, something like that. Place to put the battery, place to put the cord. This is from we used to be called Lighthouse for the Blind. It is now the NLS, which is the National Library System. And it's BARD, which is Braille Audio Reading, Braille Audio something, I don't remember. But it's a BARD website. I'll put a link in the description of the video. I never have taken this with me anywhere because it is gigantic. This is the old school way of doing it. This thing has got to have been around for about 35 years. Now we have the new device. You can't see it, but inside the front here is where the cartridge goes. You slide the cartridge in, it automatically comes up and it will give you an audio menu. The buttons are nice and big and easy to tell what's what. It also has a USB stick on the side, a place for a USB stick, and that's how I'm using it. You go to BARD's website, you download a file, you unzip it to your USB device, and it just starts playing.
Frightening, but you all laughed. Is that going to make them mad? Ottawa asked sarcastically. There's an ISCOP phrase that I think translates as...
Anyway, it's got a bunch of different features, including speed, which is one of the best things in the world.
Speed up. Speed up.
That's the electronic voice that comes with it. You can see it saving your choices over here with a little light lighting up every now and then. Magnificent. Now, the real difference between these, of course, is the physical devices, because one's a third the size of the other. The real difference between these two is how the services work. These are physical devices. These are these cassettes, and you get them in the mail. You go into a catalog. You pick out the tape you want. You select. You send them an email telling them which one you want. They mail it to you in a plastic container, which I don't have an example of here. You then play all the cassettes. Hey, you had a great time. Flipping the cassettes over constantly, and then you box everything back up, and you ship it back to them. Now you can get out more than one at a time. Hey, that's great. You still don't have to worry about shipping them. I had a bad habit. When you get the cassettes in the container, you have to flip over the mailing label and send it back to the library. I had a bad habit of flipping it over more than once and mailing it back to myself. With this, it's all electronic. You're done with it, you delete it, you put another book on here. I don't know, you could burn them to CD or something, but you would still have to use this player to play them because they are unique files. They're set up just for this, so you can't rip an MP3 and upload them anywhere. I have to say, this is wonderful. It's gigantic. I wish it was 1/10 this size. I think it could be 1/10 this size. I think you could probably take this entire device and fit it down to something a little bit bigger than the USB key, in my opinion, and plug an earphone into it. It could be smaller than the average cell phone. But no, I love it. This is, comparatively speaking, this is great because I can just go to the webpage and pick what I want. The selection is coming up. These have gotten so popular so fast that they are actually ending the cassette choices earlier than they were going to. Not only that, but when I originally got this, it had no cassette, and you don't get cassettes anymore because that's a physical device. You would have to mail this back. So they've dropped doing the cassettes, or doing the cartridges, as far as I can tell, and you only use the USB device and download it off the web page. So anyway, these are the 2 new devices from NLS, National Library Service. I have to say, a definite improvement. Could be better.